It's time. It's time to release the shame. It's time to release the guilt. See if there's any shame, underlying guilt about anything that's going on in your life. It's going to block you. It's going to stop you from progressing on your healing journey to reaching your thriving life. Any shame or guilt is going to stop you in creating financial independence. It's going to stop you. And here's the thing. You may not even realize that it's there. That's why the work that we do when we do brain based transformations and we get in there and we use the power of neuroscience to rewire your brain, we get to clear the shame, we get to clear the guilt, we release it so that it doesn't carry forward with you from the past into your present. You get to be free of shame, free of guilt today. And when you go out into the world, no longer carrying any guilt or shame with you, you start to show up differently. And because you show up differently, your healing is going to feel like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden it's moving forward. Your financial independence is going to start to create itself and show up in your life. And you're going to step into your vision fully as the thriver that you know you are. So if you're ready, if you are so ready, if you're beyond ready, if you're like, I am so done with this shame and feeling guilt and feeling shame for what was done to me or for any shame that you might feel around anything else, like, say, for example, money. You know, a lot of women I speak to, they feel like they're not deserving of money. They're not deserving of living the life that they want to live. And there's shame around wanting more for yourself. I mean, really, like who causes us to feel that way? We should never ever feel shame for wanting a better life. We should never feel shame for wanting to thrive. Because when we do, we have that ripple effect and it goes out into the world and it positively impacts everybody around us, those closest to us, those a little more distant, and those we may not even be aware of. So it's time. It's time to release the shame. It's time to release the guilt. Because see, if you ever read Dr. Hawkins' book, he talks about levels of energy, right? And the levels of vibrations that are out there in the world. It goes from a 0 to 1,000, where 0 is dead and 1,000 is full enlightenment. Guess where shame and guilt are? They're way down here. They resonate at a level of 20, just 20. So no wonder if you're carrying around shame or you're feeling guilt. 20 is the energy that you're putting out there. I mean, that's so close to death, which has no energy at all, right? So what if you can shift that and raise your vibrational energy by releasing the shame and releasing the guilt and saying, yes, I'm going for this because that's what I choose to do. I'm going for this because this is what I value. I'm going for this and I'm going to receive it because I have value. And you raise your vibrational level. There's a couple of ways you can do this. One of the things that I find extremely powerful in my life is gratitude. Gratitude resonates at about a level of 500 to 540. So imagine that for 5 minutes every morning and 5 minutes every evening, you just felt deeply into gratitude. You know what that'll do? It will shift you out of guilt and shame, and it will raise your vibrational level. So, guilt and shame down here at 20, and you say, I'm going up to gratitude, and you're in gratitude for those 10 minutes a day. Okay, and you might come down here, but you might not go all the way back down to a 20. You might be at a 25. And the more you continue to embrace gratitude and feel it, like actually feel it deeply within who you are, not just say, I'm thankful for this, I'm grateful for that. Feel it deep within. It's the feeling and the emotion that shifts your vibrational level. So what if you shift out of guilt and shame and start to raise up, and that naturally increases your vibrational level? That is when the healing happens, because you've left the shame and the guilt in the past and you're no longer going back there and picking it up again and bringing it into the present day. You're dropping it off there and you're moving, and you're not thinking about it anymore. You're not looking back. You're not missing it. And you're choosing gratitude. Step into gratitude, because when you release the guilt and when you release the shame, you open up your healing, you open up your financial independence, and that's when everything starts to shift for you. So if you're ready to thrive, oh, let's get going, because, I mentioned yesterday, January 1st is right around the corner. 2024 is a breakout year. It's a breakout year for me, and I want it to be a breakout year for you. And now is the time to get it started. Now is the time to say, here's my plan. Here's what I'm going forward with. And I'm warming up. I'm getting ready. I'm getting those muscles loosened and tightened, loosened and moving and flexible and ready to go, so that when January 1st hits, I'm already going. I'm already going. That's what I want for you. It's time. So join me in the Thriving Life Mastermind. It's such a phenomenal deal, and you can get in right now as a founding member. It's not even $1 a day. It's just the financial investment creates so much abundance on the other side, where it's the Thriving Life Mastermind is where we shift you into a thriving mindset. It's a mastermind where you get to look at your financial independence and actually create it and go for it and get the guidance to get there. Get the coaching. If you need coaching and there's something going on, you're like, Heather, I don't know how to get out of shame. Let's get in there and dig that root out and pull out that weed, because it's destroying the rest of the garden. Right? So let's get in there and take out those roots of guilt, take out those roots of shame, so that they cannot come back, and that your financial independence will grow, so that your healing will grow. And you're going to turn around and you're going to say into 2024, wow, this was my breakout year. This is when it all came together. And when we do it in the Thriving Life Mastermind, when we come together, when similar people come together and they're all moving towards, we create a movement, and that movement moves you as well. So come on in and let's go. Message me the word community and let's get you in, because I am so excited to go into 2024 with the Thriving Life Mastermind, where I get to share with you trainings on how to shift what you're doing, coaching so that you get it from within and actually shift and make things happen in 2024 and create your breakout year. So come on in, let's go. Let's do this. Let's do this, and let's thrive, and let's get it going now, so that when 2024 hits, we're already in movement. We're already going, right? Let's do this. So message me the word community, and I want you to always remember you have strength within you.